Hey guys, what's up? It's your guy Igor here.
And it's your girl Neetu here.
And today, guys, we are talking about, well, you see, we are in the middle of nowhere because, well, we have to camp now because Canadian housing is so freaking unaffordable nowadays. Yeah, and we have to axe the tax.
And we have an active camper here.
See, we have one more guy, guys. Okay, without this sarcasm, guys, I wanted to bring Neetu because we have some big news that they literally announced a few days ago by Christia Freeland, so that finally a Canadian dream is coming true, and your parents can move in with you in your home, just like she said.
Multi-generational.
Multi-generational. Or if you think the housing is unaffordable, you can move back into your grandparents' home. Multi-generational. Guys, I'm being really sarcastic right now because I'm really, it's really, when she said it, it sounded almost like, how do you call it? Not, do you call it bullying in English? Is it bullying? Like when you're making fun of somebody? It should be bullying, yeah? It's almost like bullying Canadians when you say something like, hey, housing is so unaffordable, but hey, you can always move in with your mom's and dad's place. And, like really, so uh, this guy is never going to have a house with this kind of news coming out. He'll have to live forever in our basement, in Canadian style. But anyways, there is actually something very interesting besides all this news. So I think, what are the mortgage news that are coming? Because they came up with so many news. Let's just break down all the news from, I think, October 23rd, December 15th, January 15th. Let's just summarize. Mortgage broker with DLC Clear Trust Mortgages. Best mortgage broker, future lawyer if he studies well. Okay.
So there are a lot of changes in the mortgage industry. They're about refinancing. If you want to refinance your home, options are plenty. If you want to purchase a home, options are plenty. Now it's easier to say that everybody wants to make your monthly payments more affordable. So, you know, anything you touch in the housing market, it is going to be affordable for you. And irrespective of what exactly your pay is, your income is, we can find a solution to help you get the home that you want. That's in short. But going to the exact topic that Igor was saying, October we had, what did we have?
No, October 23rd. Half
October.
a percent interest rate cut. That's
Well,
what.
October 23rd, October 26th, around somewhere there, we might be having an interest cut. Uh, yes, everybody's saying it's going to be 0.5%. Most people are saying that maybe not, maybe because we have some kind of stagnation, some kind of recession going on in the economy, and the inflation is still high. They are not going to be cutting it that much. So we don't know what kind of cut is going to be, but there's definitely going to be a cut.
So, yeah, of course, if the economy is going down, they have no other option but to cut the tax because that's the way how you recover it. It's a
Yes.
big. If they do cut, it's a big sign that next year could be big unemployment, could be big problems next year, right?
Well, it's also already happening. All the problems, we are already getting unemployment rate up. So we are already also seeing a lot of people declaring bankrupt. So it's already happening.
Insolvencies and everything is going on, yeah.
Yes, it's already happening. There are a lot of, I don't know if you've actually saw this part, where there are a lot of
Okay,
people
you,
in
you
Ontario
take the camera
and
because you're in front of me.
uh,
Otherwise, people cannot see you.
okay, I hope my hand is long enough to capture
Wait.
everything.
Don't flip the camera. Wait. Let me show you how you do it to be professional. Like this. Like this.
Okay, I don't know.
It's all good. Just
Okay,
hold it straight. All good. So,
right. So what I was saying was that the private mortgages in Ontario and BC is going through the roof. People, most lenders are charging 15%. I've even heard somebody charging 15 to 18% for their mortgage, because they have so many debts on themselves that they are basically not qualified to have that mortgage in their name. What's happening?
I'm afraid of the child behind me and all the branches. So, guys, basically, the first thing is they might be cutting their interest rate. The second thing is, what is the second thing is they're planning to do is on the December 15th.
December 15th, we will be having 30 years amortization for first-time home buyers. So we can, and then they are also increasing the limit of insured mortgages from 1 million to go up to 1.5 million.
So
Also
basically,
targeting
yeah, housing affordability for first-time home buyers.
first-time home buyers.
So if you're a rich first-time home buyer, you know, and you can afford $1.5 million house, and you have, how much income do you need to for that?
About $250,000 to $300,000, but that income is going to go down if the interest rate is going to go down. So a lot of factors,
Yeah,
your income, your down payment, your credit score, everything depends on a mortgage. So where are we right now? I don't see a trail.
I think, guys, we are getting lost in the interest rate cuts forest of Canadian politics and things like that. What I want to say, guys, so there is a interest rate might be cutting. They might be doing that. And then the final news is what we want to cover today is in addition, because there's will be so many changes, it's difficult to keep track what Canadian government is actually doing. So I think the big Nito, let's not crash here. The biggest challenge, guys, is that to keep track of all of this. So we have possible interest cuts. We have, you know, 30-year amortization. After the 30-year amortization, we possibly have what else? What is the second news they're doing there? $1.5 million houses.
Insured rates.
Yeah, insured rates are changing,
Yeah,
so
you
you'll
don't
be
have to
able to
put
get.
you don't have to put 20% down. You will be getting also the best mortgage interest rates.
Okay,
If you put less than 20% down, up to $1.5 million property. And the recent news is starting January 15th, you can qualify for a secondary suite home program. So what that is that you can, if you already have a home, you can refinance your mortgage. But keep in mind, if you refinance, you're also breaking your mortgage, right? So you're breaking the penalty if you're already locked in a mortgage. So you have to take into consideration how much that penalty is going to be.
that's why you need to contact this mortgage broker over here, who is going to guide you through the process on how everything works. Keep the camera a little bit higher, Nito. I'll hold it for you. We can walk slowly. We're finally done with the forest. Basically, what Nito is saying is she's going to guide you with all the details in terms of refinancing. But what's more important is the news itself. You can build a secondary suite. Up to how many you were saying?
You can build up to 4 legal suites, including your existing one. And I hope that there is not going to be any additional.
Let's go toward the river there.
Angel, this way.
So basically, you can build up to 4 additional, up to 4 legal secondary suites, which includes the I'm going Realtor stock basement suite. You can put one if you have like my house. I know a lot of you guys went for a double attached garage. What is this? What's he doing? The kid is pinching me or something. I don't know what he's doing. But anyways, you can build another suite on your on top of the garage. You can build another suite on top of your backyard. So it's especially great for laned homes. Now, what does it say for me? A lot of people are going to say, is that, what's going on there?
He is breaking everything in
Is
his
that,
foot.
what's, remove that thing. So basically, what that means is that you can have multiple rental incomes within your property. So that's a good part. You know, I know Christia Freeland said your grandparents can move in with you, but that's a terrible way to present it. It's a terrible way to present it. I think Christia Freeland never worked in sales. You know, to sell this kind of idea, you have to say we are creating an income opportunity stream for everyone. That's a way to sell it to investors. That's how I would buy it. That's how I'm buying it. I already asked Nito, can we refinance our house possibly? Can we do that?
Oh, we can do that as long as you want to pay a penalty of your current mortgage, break your mortgage, and then refinance up to 30 years.
So basically what you're saying, Nito, is that if our, let's say, amortization is left 5 years, I can still refinance for 30 years, the remainder of it plus with the improvements?
Well, I have to dig into more details on that because everything is new. There are new rules happening every single month, so we have to check it with the banks and lenders and what exactly is their criteria, whether there is going to be any premiums involved, whether there is going to be insurance mortgage
So basically we'll have to
added.
know the details of what they are doing because the government itself doesn't know yet how it's
Yes.
going to be done, yeah? Guys, long story short is that I see an opportunity to make more money on rent. In general, the idea is that the rents are going to go down. Nadia, don't go far away. Some bear is going to eat you there by yourself. Hopefully not.
And this is why I was saying that we can stand in that open area rather than
Oh,
walking
Nitu, let's
inside
finish
somewhere.
the video. Let's go. We are not editing this. It's going to be one shot. By the way, so whatever you say stays on the
But
record.
I don't
Guys,
care.
so basically you can make more money from your secondary suite, and it's supposed to reduce the rents in general, therefore making housing more affordable. So what come into conclusion is what I see, guys, is not the housing market crash, because with this market it's definitely not going to crash. People who are in a pinch are going to refinance their houses. Let's show this beautiful river. Oh, there is a trail here. So the people are going to do it is they are going to basically, guys, take out this, and it's going to be multiple families living in one home, and you know, you'll be able to make some money out of it. So in general, lowering down the burden of monthly payments on homeowners, and decreasing the rental prices because of the surplus of housing that's going to be available for tenants. So guys, there are some realtors here in Calgary, Alberta, but myself, like I work with XP Realty, you know, there are some realtors who they sold a bunch of condos in Urban Bay, like Seaton and southeast of Calgary, saying, "Oh, you have to buy a condo." And I always said you need to have a house. I always said you need to have a house. Adriel, show me what is it. Wait. He- yeah, it's jumping around, Adriel. There is, you're okay there. I'm too big there. I cannot go there. Let's show the river from on that side. But now, basically, if you have a house with the blanket rezoning in Calgary that allows you to have multifamily homes without actually rezoning already, and now with this kind of thing, you can definitely start building more homes, creating extra income to pay off for your mortgages, and also, guys, maybe even positively cash flowing on those properties, as long as you're one of the first ones before there is supply and everything, you know. I definitely think it's a great thing for investors especially, and does not necessarily mean the houses are going to be more affordable, because people who would other not be able to pay for those houses, they're not going to sell it anymore, right? So Nito, what should we know about this entire thing to conclude this video? What do you think is important to do?
Well, the rent prices, I don't know if you guys are aware about how what's happening in Quebec. Like in Quebec, every single property you touch is a multiplex. So it's either a duplex, it's either a triplex. It ranges from the range of anywhere between 200, $250,000 you can get a duplex to
Just keep your microphone up, so otherwise it's not going to capture you. There's a kid screaming behind us.
is exactly what I was saying is going to happen.
Okay, keep going, keep going.
Well, you're disturbing me when I'm speaking.
Sorry, okay, keep going.
So, like I was saying, in Quebec, there are a lot of multiplexes that's coming into effect. Like that's how the entire market in Quebec was built. So you either have duplex anywhere from $200,000 to to $400,000. You can have a triplex from anywhere from 450. So I think that's what's going to happen for the rest of Canada, because every single home they are trying to create as a multi-generational family home so that the rent is going to be less, and at the same time you can rent it out separately without disturbing the privacy of the landlords and the main suite of the house. So you can see rent anywhere from $900 for one bedroom apartment to $1,200 if it's like completely finished and furnished and whatnot, right? So right now the rents are going for one bedroom is it's about $1,800 to $2,000 in Calgary if you're looking at an apartment condo. But I'm
Up to
pretty
4,000, depending on which kind of condo you, when you say
yes.
2,000.
So very soon it's going to go lower than that.
Yeah, basically because there will be more units available for rent, should make housing more affordable. So the government of Canada's solution is, guys, when your leg has been amputated, is to put a band-aid on your foot instead of, you know, covering the bleeding, and that is basically making rents more affordable rather than building more houses,
But
from my opinion.
but the main thing is that the bleeding is going to happen for a couple of more years, because not every landlord would want to break their contract, would want to pay their penalty, right?
Or
Or if it's
sacrifice privacy.
or if it's already
Privacy.
paid off. If it's already paid off, they don't want to again get into a mortgage. Like, why would they? They are already living off mortgage free,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
But
why do they want to, and why would they want to make their community more populated with more cars? Like, there's no parking, right?
something like
So
northeast of Calgary, there's like for cars parked outside of the house. Every house has like 6 cars, and you cannot find a parking spot anywhere. It's like
mhm.
double attached garage, has 3 cars in front of the garage, like and 2 cars inside the garage, and
Mhm.
then 3 cars outside of the house where there is no space, and it's
And
like,
most importantly, election is going to come next year. So you never know what's going to happen next year.
yeah, basically, guys, what Nito is trying to say is that it's all great and unicorns until somebody comes and acts the tax, you know, and changes all the things. With the changes of the ruling party, there might be changes to what they're doing. But I want to say one thing, Nito. I think Nito brought this up. It's a good thing that in Canada, you know, they are actually doing those changes, because back home where I'm from, and I told that to Nito, and she agreed with me. She's saying similar thing in India, is that the ruling party would try to steal and corrupt as much money as possible through their term before their tables are shifted. And government of Canada started actually doing what opposition is suggesting, lowering down immigration, making housing more affordable, and other things, which makes me feel that, yes, actually, after all, Canada is not that bad, because you can see that the opposition has a huge influence on the government, the current government, and they haven't yet left the office, but they're already doing some changes, which I was not anticipating to see. Maybe I haven't lived in Canada long enough, but it's good to see that, regardless, if the current government, let's say, is failing, in Canada, they're still trying to improve, which is something that I was not really expecting, because, oh, be careful, child. Because I didn't expect that, and I want to say that probably that's why Canada stands out and is still one of the best places to live and raise your kids. What do you think, Nito?
Absolutely.
So after all, guys, this Canada is not a sinking ship. It's not failing. It's not going anywhere. And our conclusion is
There
still
are still ways to improve the country,
exactly.
with intelligent people being in position and making the rules that actually matter, for the public. But at the same time, we cannot always keep on complaining and saying that this is bad, that is bad, no matter what the solution they are trying to bring up, right? So, with
We
that
came
being
here
said,
with $5,000, Nito, and now we have 3 properties. Such a horrible country, guys. So bad. Just like, why did we even move? We should go back to India. Some people are
because the kind
angry at
of
us for that.
solution that the current government is giving, it almost feels like they might give you free down payment very soon in order to
Uh,
buy a home.
that would be cool. That would be cool.
And I think most people are waiting for that too. Most people are still
No,
on the
it used to
fence.
be there before the housing crisis of 2009 or 8. What is it? The financial crisis in the United States, the bubble. You used to be able to get a mortgage, right? With the 5% or 3% down and the 5% cash back from a lender, right? It used to
Hmm.
be there. So
It's 3.5%, I think,
they
but
might allow
3%.
that soon, because how else are you going to be able to afford money with current wages and inflation to save up for a down payment? It could be a next option. We'll keep you posted. I have a watchdog over here, Nito, who gets direct notifications from the lenders, from all the banks, and before it hits the news, I hit the news into my left ear from Nito saying, "Did you know this was just happened?" I'm like, "What?" And then it shows up on the news articles, which is crazy, guys. Thanks for watching. Igor and Nito. I'm Experioti. Nito is Deal Secret Trust Mortgage. Doesn't matter, guys. What the company is, just feel free and give us a call or a text or email. Contacts are down below. And this is Ajo, our tour guide. I think we are lost, Ajo. Where are we?
Right. And we are in the middle of October, right? The middle of October, and at Sheep River Provincial Park.
Oh, yes. Ship River Provincial Park. Because after the video is done in my loose memory, by the time you ask in the comments where we are, I'll be like, okay, we
And
hiked.
it's 23 degrees Celsius.
And I'm wearing thermals because I was thinking it's going to be 5 degrees. See you soon.